There was an audition for a dance movie.
I went in, auditioned once, twice.
And then it said something about ballroom dancing.
And I was a little nervous, but it was cool because they just asked me to dance.
I get there and there's a gang of people, girls is flipping.
20, 30 kids, incredible energy. I think just in that room.
A little bit of waltz and a little bit of salsa.
It was very, very intimidating.
I was waiting for like 2 weeks, you know, to find out.
I was like, oh, you know, I guess it didn't happen.
On the way home, I got a call that they were really interested.
And I told my sister, and she later, after I got the part, told me, well, I knew. I was like, yay.
I yelled, I screamed, I think I called everyone I knew.
I started crying, and then I called my mom. I'm going to Toronto.
I'm in Canada now, filming a movie. As soon as I read the script, I felt like, wow, they wrote this for me. Mr. D, when I'm in your class, I know it sounds whack, but it's like I'm in this magical moment somehow. And I know it won't last forever, but while it does, I'm beautiful. All my life, I've been in and out of dance classes, so at least that part is natural. And that's what I love about the dance part of it, is that, you know, even though I'm in character, there's something really natural about just loving to dance. And, you know, that was really refreshing to know that, okay, at least that part I don't have to fake. Like, and that helped, you know, gave me a little bit more confidence.
5 years ago, I was trying to pay off a cell phone bill. I figured I would go in, be an extra, and pretty much pay off that bill. Messed around and booked the film. It was Find a Forester, and this is like homecoming for me because we shot Find a Forester here in this building on the same stage.
Seeing Rob is like everything's in perspective. When the guy's in college, he's still in school. He's the most fun guy you ever want to hang around with. But when it's business. Like, all right, guys, you know, I gotta type this paper, gotta study. I'm like, all right, Rob, we'll get with you later.
I've been dancing since I was like 2 years old. I used to dance on Venice Beach, like a long time ago, with the street performers. Like this! I see a little bit of it on Moesha. I dance a little bit. Ballroom dancing's fun, though. It's difficult, but it's very fun.
Yeah, I like to say I like working a lot with Marcus Paul, and he's freaking hilarious.
It's beautiful, yeah.
And the Marcus.
Yeah.
I actually have always been dancing, but I didn't start taking classes till I was in college. And it was all musical theater related, and then I started taking ballet.
I love dancing with Jessica because she makes me work twice as hard, you know? I gotta kind of stay up to par. I gotta keep my hands on point because she's so...
Because I'll take the lead if he doesn't.
Class, this is Katie Spencer. She'll be joining us for the day.
I'd say that I actually have been finding a lot that is similar between Caitlin and I, in the sense that we totally do not fit into this whole hip-hop world.
Don't let her fool you. She got some hip-hop in her. It just takes a while to bring it out, but she got it.
We don't need any more white bread tourists. See, now the other half lives.
I'm sorry, do you own a mirror?
Ooh.
I could really dance, you know, I'm not no jiving. I could really dance, so that's what separates me from a monster.
One time we had to trade partners, and he was just so big and massive, but it was such a loving embrace, and he was looking at me the whole time when he ditched me and stuff.
Brandon is the man. He's so good at it. He's smooth.
And he's so gentle with
it.
And he takes such care.
Nah, I never took any acting classes. I'm thinking about taking some acting class, but I don't want it to mess up my rawness.
You've already got it.
Yes, you know, so raw talent.
I've been a dancer My whole life, before I was an actor, I was a break dancer and, you know, San Francisco Ballet Company, you know, hip-hop band, my brothers. Dance has been like one of my first loves. And in my whole career, I've never got to dance in a movie.
When I found out that Dante was Rufio in Hook, I flipped out.
Literally, was like, yo, I had your action. No way, you're not him. And like, I had your action figure. It was so cute.
Dante came here looking like Rufio.
The
hair was up, and then we're in the makeup trailer, and Liz is in there. We're like, what are we gonna do with your hair? And they're like, cut it off. I'm like,
they gave Dante the military.
I'm like, I can't call LA right now.
Come here, boy.
We're on East Coast time. I can't call an agent. I can't call anybody. You just gonna turn on the clip loose?
Dude, I've been calling you for like forever. What's up? You walk out on me, leave me dancing by my lonesome, and you want to know what's up?
I had this dream. I was shooting a movie with Antonio Banderas, and we were dancing. It was like all this big cast, and like, isn't that crazy? And then you're like, that's really what's happening, you know? Oh, please, I have some Grapevine, Texas dances with hair, feathers.
It's the Jenna show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
She makes us look good.
Really.
Stop it.
Really, she does.
Not true.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Not
She
true.
gives us mad heat. It was just like,
Jenna.
You're dancing with Jenna, you just sexy.
Yeah.
Just because you're there,
Just 'cause
dancing with her.
I think as a person, you'll never truly know the real Katya until you see her dance. I had to get this role because I grew up since I was 13. Dancing was my life. I really loved it. I felt like I was a different person. Like the music started to play, and it was like I was in this like magical place.
I started acting when I was younger. I did a couple things, and when I got to high school, I decided I would stop and just go to high school and have like a normal teenage life. I graduated. Graduated last May, and after that, my parents dropped everything. Uprooted from Georgia, came to LA to, you know, help start my acting career. That's a what? That's a B section. So go to P go. So I have the chorus go. The first thing I can remember about meeting everybody was how talented everyone was. It was like we had dancers that could sing, artists, we had college football players, rappers. And then I met Jonathan, saw this kid with all this red hair. I was like, oh my goodness, what can he do? I mean, we sat down and we came up with like a song. He's an amazing songwriter and guitarist. He gets a lot of girls too. That's why I hung with him.
On the callback, everyone else was like clearly like a professional dancer, and I was like horrible. I didn't have anything to bring to the table except for my own creativity from watching all the, you know, the music videos and
he's
stuff.
creative.
I'm Larry Bird of dance. I'm so graceful.
Awesome.
I'm like a swooping bird.
We only worked for half an hour for a tango and the waltz.
Never did it before in my life. Here we go.
For an item.
Actually, no, he denies.
This is my.
He denies having
girl.
feelings for me because he wants to be a pimp and have all the little size 0 women. The way they have Big Girl looking is awesome, which is kind of what I'm actually gonna say this on camera now since I'm coming out of the shell of coming out of my tomboyish shell. Because you know a lot of girls like to still wear baggy pants or whatever, but Big Girl is kind of like sassy. She dresses like sexy, and so now I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my new look for because I like that so much better, and it just works.
We cast everyone, and then we made them rush to Toronto to start dance rehearsal, and we gave them to Joanne.
Dance is intimately connected with the characters and the story. I want you to start getting looser with it, okay?
Joanne conceived the whole show from beginning to end, She and Alan taught everybody. And then Tone, who's Tone Taluega, one of the Taluega brothers, he's known for his sort of cutting-edge hip-hop.
Just worked with Jennifer Lopez. That was our newest video that we just choreographed. Michael Jackson, Madonna, did something with Prince just recently. We try to bring something new to the table every time we come and work on a project.
Everything you do is super smooth. Everything.
For Ramos, it's like, you know, he's the flashy dancer. We want to get the footwork good. We want to get his style right. When it comes down to it, let's put on some music and let's kind of like, let's dance. Me and you, Tone, let's dance. And with this, us getting down with each other, we'll figure out where it's going to take the character.
Ladies and gentlemen, take the floor for the open waltz.
My involvement with Take the Lead, first and foremost, is to teach the young ladies and gentlemen, the cast, what ballroom dancing is all about.
The lady is a car, okay? If she's a passenger in the car, you want to give her a very, very smooth ride.
Dance is a communication, really. And the partner dancing that we're learning is a real communication.
Ballroom is a totally different animal. You have to be one with that partner. You have to look together. You gotta look like twins on that.
Most of us have never danced before. I've never danced ballroom before, ever. I've done jazz and ballet and hip hop and stuff, but never ballroom, and partnering's a whole other story. It's two minds working as one, and it's hard.
Thank you. Gotta go, it's the weekend.
I think we're lucky to have a month of rehearsals because we really got to know each other. We spent, 8 hours a day together. We went out, we went to clubs, we had fun. Like, we really bonded like that. So in the movie, I think you'll see, because we're like a gang of people. Like, we go out to Club Lou, we take over the place. They're like, okay, here's Take the Lead.
We have a good time, and we have pictures to show it. Damn those digital cameras, because now everyone has one.
It's wild. We went to some club downtown, and I knew this was gonna happen. The club was packed, and I was thinking to myself, we're gonna start doing choreographed moves in here pretty soon. And sure enough, 10 minutes later, everybody's doing the salsa to 50 Cent.
This is one of the few films that you can actually go out to a club, and it's almost like research for the film.
It is.
We're like, yo, we went out last night and we figured out all kinds of new stuff. Dancing with each other every day. It's a different thing also. So the connection, like, we've all danced with everybody. Everybody's danced with everybody and had that feeling with everybody as far as connecting with them in a physical way through dance. It forms this family dynamic.
Knowing everyone is different and from different places makes it more interesting when I get to know them. Each one of us is interested in another story. Each one of us is interested in where someone else came from.
We all speak differently, like especially the West Coast.
New York lingo is crazy. Like, instead of saying it's cold out here, they say brick. And for every word before something is mad, I'm mad hungry. It's mad hot. I'm mad. So it's just...
She wants to come to LA now, I heard. She wants to move down there.
I can't imagine living in LA.
You live in New York. What do you mean you can't imagine?
New York is
living in LA?
dope.
LA's dope.
New York is cool because it has music and writing and business and acting and dancing and everything. And LA has you.
We have
Dance to this.
It really is like a group chemistry.
I think it's a rare thing. It happens every now and then, and when it does, you just have to honor it because you don't know when that's gonna happen again.
Ready? Playback.
The night they shot the high school dance scene, there were all these kids who were, getting out there and showing their stuff, and they were freestyling, and I mean, everybody was shaking it every which way. And all of our kids were like, they think we're actors. They think that we are actors. We've got to show these guys where we came from.
That's that hotness right there. Did you see the hotness? Fire.
Look, get the camera here. Nobody can outdo us, okay? We're the Dungeon Kids.
Dungeon Kids!
Nobody outdoes us.
One more time!
They were thick as thieves, and it's funny because I don't know why it happened. I don't know how it happened, but it did. With the most, I mean, a really diverse group of kids who were super experienced, kids who were unexperienced, kids who were from a different country, from other sides of the country, from different backgrounds, different ages.
I mean, it's a risk that I guess the studio's taking when you're getting all these young people together, because there's egos and so on and so forth.
Their friendship was not about making a movie. Because if it was about making a movie, there'd be a real pecking order there. You know, in terms of whose part is bigger, in terms of who has more experience. Their friendship was about something else. What they really were was they were a united front. And they forced me as a director against them as a united front to be very strong and very clear. And they forced Antonio. If I would go up to them and I would say, like, make him get your attention, make him work for it, I mean, it's really hard.
Listen up!
And he would sit up there talking, and you have to fight for their attention because they'll tune you out, they'll turn over here, they'll talk to their friend.
This is Mr. Dulane.
It's exhausting because they got a tremendous amount of energy.
You will do whatever Mr. Dulane says.
It's like having a dream team. I think people are going to be really floored by them. Luckily for me, I haven't had to spend 12 hours a day locked in a hot room with them the way Antonio and Liz have. So I get to be like the kind of crazy auntie who goes like, oh yeah, they're fabulous. I like it when they pump that music up.